What is up? Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Sneaker Talk, our hopefully weekly segment where we just talk about sneakers, topics in sneakers. Um, and this week, I want to talk specifically about why I stopped buying sneakers and what that actually means for me as a sneakerhead collecting sneakers. Um, I stopped buying sneakers. Uh, at one point in my life, I was spending too much money, also going into debt, buying and trying to keep up with the releases each and every week. And this was early on before every company decided to release good sneakers every single week. Um, Mostly Jordan retros, mostly sneakers that I eventually sold and got rid of because I was never going to wear them. Because it looks silly for a working adult to be wearing Jordans to a corporate office. Well, at least at the time. I think nowadays it's probably way more acceptable to. But when I started working, it looked funny when I would walk into even a startup-y, like techie office in my jeans and Jordan 12s. So fast forward to now, I think I'm at a pretty good place and pace when it comes to buying sneakers. I buy like 4 to 5 pairs a year, and I really am selective about what pairs I buy. Now, this doesn't include gift pairs. Shout out James and Paul and Jen um, for always hooking me up every single year on my birthday. Um, so aside from the gifted pairs, um, it's like 4 to 5 sneakers a year, and you know, I can honestly and genuinely say that I enjoy sneakers way more now than I did before when I was trying to buy every single sneaker every single week. Um, and I think that's the key. I think once I switched my mentality from um, I need to have everything to I already have everything. What do you have to, you know, how are you going to impress me, Nike or Adidas or New Balance or whatever other shoe company? When that mentality shift focused, um, I cared a lot less about keeping up and with every single release and buying every single thing. I was able to extract myself from the daily hype of this is the upcoming sneaker, let's get really excited about it, and step away and say, okay, what's coming out? And kind of dip my toes in, check the releases that are upcoming, you know, check out the shoes that my friends are talking about, if it sounds interesting to me, things like that. And I find that way more enjoyable now because I get to control the pacing of it. I get to control how much sneaker content I consume. I get to control how inundated I want to be with content, and I think that was key because we're coming up to this year. There's really not much going on aside from the Union Jordan 1 release that's coming up, and maybe some Protros. The Kobe 2 Protro that's the Kobe 3 Low Protro that's coming out is just incredible. And I am extremely jealous because it looks like the shoe that I've always wanted to play and hoop in. Um, in actual and real form. So there's now shoes that I'm becoming enthusiastic about, excited about, and wanting to try. I think it's just a matter of figuring out, how to get them. I talked about raffles and releases in the previous episode, and honestly, like, yeah, as frustrating as certain releases may be, I'm going to try for the shoes that I want. I mean, you foiled me last time, Travis Scott and Fragment, with your Jordan 1 lows. Union Fragment, please let me just see one pair at retail, please. But yeah, I find collecting and keeping up with sneakers a lot more enjoyable now. I find myself liking a lot more sneakers now, but being a lot more selective about the money that I actually pay for them. Um, and so, yeah, you know, that's it. I know it's a short one. Let me know what you think. Are you still tuned in every single week, buying a shoe once a week? Have you limited yourself? Where are you with your collection? Are you happy with your collection? Are you happy with the shoes that you have? Let me know. But aside from that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up in the next one. See ya.